Whatever day we start is the day we start to make real growth and change in our lives. And I am owning it today. I have seen the growth. I do see the change. It's small, it's incremental, it's 1% at a time, I should say. And it's beautiful. Today, we are going to study alternative choices. And I'm a bit tired, so we're going to skip the 1 minute of meditation. Instead, let's just take a moment and take a deep breath together, all right? Just nice and big through your nose or your mouth. Nice and slow. And release nice and slow out. We're just doing this to center ourselves. Again, imperfect action, being present. Let's do one more. Yay. Loosen up your shoulders a little bit. Stretch out your neck. It's okay to be imperfect. And today, we're still going to take action. Imperfect action. All right. So I actually have a really wonderful study today, and it's alternative choices. And this is something that we just practiced right now, right? We did an alternative choice. We didn't skip something. No, we just adjusted. And that's really what we've been wanting to do with our behaviors for a long time, right? We're not trying to just get rid of them. No, if anything, we want to just adjust it. So if you can take a break with me today from judging, let's instead get curious and start brainstorming new alternative ideas to old things that we have participated in, especially in those moments when we're a little weaker, a little tired. You know, they've done studies about willpower now. At the end of the day, after you've made a billion choices and swiped a billion times on your phone, it's going to be difficult to readjust, right? And recalibrate. It's okay. You don't have to be perfect. Give yourself permission right now. I, blank, 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 do not have to be perfect. I just have to show up and keep trying. All right, let's do this together. Get your journal if you have one, or do this in your head with me. We are going to talk about different ways of reacting. Not that one favorite way, that unconscious way, or sometimes maybe conscious way that we choose to respond. No. We're opening the door to new change. And here's your mind and your possibilities coming out and being curious. Right? Thanks for participating me in my funny hand movements. What's one situation where I tend to act the same way every time? Think about it. Think about a specific moment. Maybe it's a conversation or a conflict or a habit. Just think about one situation where you tend to respond the same every time. I'm going to give a minute before I start the timer. Think about it. One situation that I tend to respond the same way every time. I'm really trying to think about this myself. I think I got it. One situation. Let's do this. All right. Okay, I'm telling on myself here. And I've talked about this before. I tend to wake up in the morning and get easily frustrated. I don't finish a full thought cycle all the way through, play the tape through about what will happen sometimes when I say something. And instead, what comes out of my mouth is just my projected worry. And what I've learned is sometimes my projections don't need to be shared, or if they can be shared, maybe at a different time. Doesn't need to be first thing in the morning, right? There's some appropriate times for that. It's okay. I'm learning. Deep breath. All right. Question 2. You feeling comfy? Yeah, let's do this. All right. What's one response I've always wanted to try, but haven't had the courage yet? Maybe it's speaking up or staying silent or even walking away. But what's one bold choice that maybe you've been wanting to try, but have been holding back? Let's get curious here. We're gonna do this. 30 seconds. Okay. I really want to hear your opinion right here. If you have any comments on this one, what's something you've wanted to try? For me, I've always kind of wanted to try turning on music. I heard this beautiful thing. I think it was either Aretha Franklin children or somebody's children, Patti LaBelle or something. Her children told a story about how their mother would wake them up every morning, turning on music and opening the blinds and singing to them. And I don't know, I think maybe instead of being in my worry, if I could just turn that music on and interrupt the habit, that would help. I also wrote, ask my loved ones to join me in cooking, maybe, if I'm doing an activity in the kitchen, if they have time, if it looks like they have time, an action together. Then I don't have to project. I can just enjoy the moment with them, right? It's really about enjoying the moment. And then the third part is potentially making a 3-part gratitude list in the moment. Why not? Why not tell myself 3 things I'm more grateful about in that person in that moment, rather than the worry or whatever, the what ifs in my head that are negative that really don't need to come out in that exact moment. Ideas. These are just, my ideas. Thanks for sharing yours. I would love to see some down. It would be really cool. Or you can even email me at themindfultakeover@gmail.com. All right. Last question. If I were coaching a friend through this same situation, what alternates would I suggest to them? Sometimes it's easier to see possibilities of others, right? We're being loving towards them and accepting towards them. So what's some advice you could give to a friend who would potentially be in that same situation? Kind of an interesting way. I was trying to come up with some different ways to ask these questions today. So if I were coaching a friend about my sleep, how about you? Let's go. 30 seconds. Okay. So I just was thinking, definitely give yourself some grace. That's definitely something I'd tell one of my friends. Be open to turning on something on your radio in the morning, regularly to play, or potentially read something out loud consistently. I have a bunch of affirmations you can't see right now. And in the morning, sometimes I will just say them out loud as I'm getting up and getting my day ready. I am a happy woman entering this day to serve. I am a person who tackles hard things. Momentum takes a moment of action, a moment to build, move, and grow, right? And I made those 3, I made 2 of those 3 up myself. So, when I kind of stole and twisted. But, that's the point. Make it yours. Make these alternate solutions yours. Take other people's ideas and suggestions. This is all an experiment. This is not about being perfect. This is not about getting it right all the time, but it is about showing up better than we showed up maybe yesterday and being hopeful that our behaviors and interactions will affect somebody in the positive in the future, right? Will help somebody else through a hard moment. At least that's my goal. I really want to be there for others, how people have been able to be there for me over these last 42 years. So grateful for all of the mentors and teachers who've been in my life over these last 42 years. And I'm ready to be stronger today and have learned my lessons and practiced more so that I can be there for my loved ones and friends and all those that I'm going to meet on this journey. So if you have already been here and you haven't done it yet, please subscribe. That would be so meaningful. Oh, it's been so cool to see that number grow. I appreciate you all. Take care. Keep working hard. Be proud of yourself. Go out there today and notice something beautiful and remind yourself that you are beautiful for noticing it. Peace. Cheers. Take care.